Hi. Happy Election Day. I hope you guys have had the opportunity to get out to the polls and vote today. This is midterms elections for 2018. There are some big races at stake today, and I hope you don't miss your opportunity to go out and cast your ballots and let your voices be heard. So welcome in. Sorry, I am late again today. I tell you, now that I've decided I'm going to come on and do some lives frequently, the issues just are pouring in. My internet went down. So imagine that. My internet never goes down. Right now, my internet is absolutely down. And so I'm on anyway. How about that? I hope that you have had a wonderful day, and I don't plan to keep you on here long. I just want to pop in because I have made a commitment to myself that I am going to start doing these lives and I'm going to do them more frequently. And that's what I'm doing. I'm showing up. And I am showing up and making an intention to be intentional with the lives because it's important for me to be able to show up and talk to you so you can get an opportunity to know me and I can get an opportunity to know you. So, of course, I am on my cell phone, but that's okay. I'm going to make this work and we're going to get this live done, right? So, if you're just joining the broadcast, put your name in the comments and where you're from. I'd love to know who's on, just to know who's on the live with me here tonight, and just so I can say hello to you. So I am going to be talking tonight about some distinctions. As a matter of fact, the distinction that I have made within the last 24 hours about the word new. And not only talking about my distinctions, but how it also applies to you. So if you're just joining the broadcast, please watch and share. Of course, you know, we like sharing because that's how we let people know that we're live and what we're talking about, and maybe it can help somebody else. So I am Vashana Weatherspoon. I am a career strategist and excellence accelerator, and I work with women who feel frustrated in their careers to help them to get out of that stuckness that they're feeling and to move to their next level of success. And that's what we all want in our careers, right? We don't want to be stuck. We don't want to be stagnant. We want to have a career that makes us happy and that we feel fulfilled by. And guys, I am playing around with this because I'm doing it live on my phone and I want to be able to see your comments. Hello, Gerald. Thank you for joining. So, and the reason why I am here and why I have, or one of the reasons why I've decided to be consistent with going live is that I'm starting a new brand and I want to share some of the lessons that I'm learning along the way. And these are lessons that may or may not be your exact experience, but it could be something similar to what you're experiencing and could help you along your journey. Hi, Valerie. It looks like Valerie is joined. Where are you joining from, Valerie? If you're just joining the broadcast, put in your name in the comments and where you're from. I want to know who's on the live with me tonight. So yesterday I did my first live, and if you missed it, just go back down my page. It's still there. Anyway, and check it out. And as expected, it was not without its challenges. As a matter of fact, tonight's broadcast was not without its challenges. There was some mix-ups. I had just mistakes that were made. And guess what? I lived through it. And I'm back again today and with a whole new set of experiences. But I'm working through them. And that's important. And I'm still here. And I'm okay with all of it. regardless of what happens, we have to learn to be okay with it, to accept it for what it is and figure out how we move forward from it. One of the coaches that I like to follow likes to say that done is better than perfect every time. And the more I experience different things, the more I find that to be true. If you're just joining the broadcast, drop your name and where you're from. I want to say hello. And I, of course, want to know who's on the broadcast with me tonight. So I was talking about, the distinctions that I'm learning about new and being new to something. I've been listening to Brené Brown's audio book, The Power of Vulnerability. And it's an excellent book, by the way, where she talks about the power of being transparent and being vulnerable. And I love her work and find it so freeing to know that I don't have to pretend to always have the answers to everything. I don't have to get it all right the first time. That's not what this life is all about. And to be able to admit it publicly, that sometimes things get a little messy, as Rich Litvin likes to call it. And if all of my coaching people out there, you probably know who Rich Litvin is. Hey, Andrene, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. So, and it's okay. It's okay to be a little messy. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to admit that and to be able to say it not only to yourself, but to be able to say it publicly. Because I can be transparent and I can be vulnerable and share my highs and share my lows and the lessons that I've learned along the way. And what I know for sure is that whatever I am experiencing, somebody else has already experienced it or they're getting ready to experience it, because there's nothing new in the human experience under the sun. We all experience the same things. It might look a little bit differently for you than it does for another person, but at the end of the day, we all go through some of the same kinds of things. And so sharing your experiences and your lows as well as your highs is not a sign of weakness. In fact, and to the contrary, it's a sign of strength. It's a sign of confidence. It's a sign of power. Hey, Tony, Denise Latimore, thank you for joining. So I want to talk about that. And if any of you on the line can relate to that, just let me know. Just type in a 1 if you can relate to, being free. Being free to experience the things that you experience, whether they're the good things or the bad things, and just being okay with that. So I want to talk about this whole idea of new and newness, which in my vantage point is riddled with opportunities for transparency and for vulnerability, which is what I was just talking about. So the dictionary defines new as it says it's something that has happened, begun or been done not long ago. It's belonging to a past period of time that is comparatively close to where you are right now. That's one definition. There's a second definition for new, and that one is that it's something that already existed, but it's seen, it's experienced, it's acquired recently or now for the first time. So it's not that it has not existed before. It's just that it's just being introduced to you, or you're just becoming aware of it. And as an example, for many of you, I may be new to you. If this is your first time experiencing me or if you already know me and you're experiencing me for the first time in this capacity, then that would be that I'm new to you. But I'm certainly not new. I'm a 40-something-year-old, college-educated, divorced mother of teenagers who has over 20 years of seasoned career professional experience. So even though I'm new to you, I'm certainly not new. And just by virtue of that alone, nothing about that sounds new. And I'm pretty sure that you can agree. And so I'm not new in this. I may be new to lives and coming on it, and engaging and talking to people. Or I want to say I'm new. I'm inexperienced with it because I'm just getting started and beginning to become consistent with it. But in my career, in my life, and all of these different kinds of experiences, I have lots of experience. Have been around for a very long time. Now, I didn't have the live to talk about me. What I want to do is talk about these distinctions that I've come up with and how they can relate to you. So as you think about yourself and about your situation, I'm sure that you can identify areas where you might be new at something. And just a few areas that come to mind for me where this might apply is if you are applying for a job. And this job might be something that's in a different field than you've done before or than you worked in before. It might be a different industry. And so your first inclination might be that you can't apply for the job because they're not going to give it to you because you're new to that field. That would be a new field for you. But what you might be overlooking is the fact that you might have transferable job skills that you have gained from your current industry and your previous job experiences that can help you in that new position. So those would be like transferable skills. But you might not necessarily think of that initially. Another example would be if someone was in an interview setting and you were asked a question by an interviewer. And it might be a situation that you have not necessarily experienced firsthand or not that exact same situation, but you might have experienced something that in your current job or your previous experiences that you can draw from when you're providing a response to the questions that the interviewer is asking. And so in that regard, it might be new in some sense, but in other senses, it might not be so new after all, right? And you might not be so new at it when you change your perspective in the way that you're thinking about it. Or if you had to make a case for why you should be the one that's selected for this coveted sponsorship opportunity. And I can go on and on and on with examples, but the lesson in all of this is that it's okay to be new at something. But don't forget to draw up on everything, all the experiences that you've had that have brought you to where you are right now. Because they all count and they all have helped to get you here. So draw up on all of your experiences. That's my takeaway message. And I did not intend to keep you long at all today. I am happy that those of you who have joined in and provided your comments. And for those of you who are watching the replay, I encourage you to like and share this video if you feel like it can be a blessing to someone else. And I know that it can because, like I said before, we are all humans having the same experiences at different points in times, and whatever applies to one of us at some point, it applies to all of us. So, as they say, sharing is caring, so please share this video, and I look forward to talking to you guys sometime soon. Thank you, and bye.